Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great, wonderful day. Now, I think anybody that sees Planned Parenthood, if your morality is not shattered, if your morality is not broken, if your morality is still intact, then you're going to hate Planned Parenthood in every single regard. But if your morality is shattered, then you're going to be praising or liking Planned Parenthood. That's just the way I'm going to see it. Well, Planned Parenthood, we knew, has always been evil because they are profiting off the genocide of black people. But again, what we have here is this will make it even more evil. Well, is the genocide of black people just as bad? It's probably just as bad. Anywho, what we have here is that Planned Parenthood has been shown to be evil, and as you guys know, I am anti-abortion, regardless whether you guys are pro-abortion or anti-abortion. I am anti-abortion. I am against it. I think there should be 3 exemptions: the life of the mother, the rape, and the and incest. But outside of those actual exemptions, I don't think you should actually abort your child. But that is neither here nor there. This has something to go with more than just that. This has to go with this. Planned Parenthood officials admit they pull off a leg or 2 to sell aborted baby parts for more profit. Newly released undercover footage, which Planned Parenthood sought to block for 8 years, shows the organization's Houston, Texas branch describing delivering late-term fetuses intact and alive and mutilating the bodies afterwards to cover up violations of the partial abortion law and conversations about selling fetal body parts. In the footage of 2 conversations filmed at the National Abortion Federation's 2015 commercial trade show, undercover reporters posing as laboratory wholesalers speak with Dr. Ann Chut-Ain, the chief medical officer of Planned Parenthood Gulf Coast, and Tram Nguyen, RN, the branch's vice president of abortion access. In the first conversation, the undercover reporter from the Center for Medical Progress tells Nguyen and Dr. Chut-Ain liver is in short demand, describing competition for fetal organs and cells based on what is more profitable for suppliers. Dr. Chut-Ain responds, telling Nguyen, told me about the proposition, and so now every time I do a D&E dilation, evacuation, abortion, I'm like, oh, there's some lungs, there's some kidneys. Nguyen then apologized for a highly dismembered fetus she showed CMP undercover reporters during a site visit to this clinic a few weeks prior, saying other days the aborted fetuses may be delivered with only 1 limb missing, we just had to hurry up, whereas other days it's more intact, where it's like maybe only an arm that's disarticulated. Nguyen remarks later, I'm like, yeah, I have a leg for you. I'm like, oh shit. If other people were to hear me, they'd be like, you are effing evil. Well, you are evil. You are the embodiment of evil, and this is just showing on how evil Planned Parenthood is. In the second conversation, another CMP undercover reporter asked Nguyen and Dr. Chut-Ain how to obtain the most intact late-term aborted fetuses for organ harvesting. Notice how the Democrats have said how the most late-term aborted fetuses for organ harvesting. How about this, where Democrats are saying, oh, there's no late-term abortions happening?
Abortions are not happening, at least not in the way that Trump described. Full stop.
He's willing to, as we say, rip the baby out of the womb in the 9th month and kill the baby.
Being ripped out of the womb at 9 months is just being born. That's when babies are born. I'm gonna have a stroke. Also, a post-birth abortion, that's just straight up murder. That would be infanticide. No state has legalized that.
For medical significance. That's because late-term pregnancy refers to the period of pregnancy after 41 weeks. No, you cannot have an abortion after the pregnancy is full term.
There is no such thing as abortion on demand.
These people are all idiots, because if you go and actually search up the Colorado abortion laws and what their limitations are, it says here, abortion in Colorado is legal at all stages of pregnancy. It is one of 7 states without any term restrictions as to when a pregnancy can be terminated. So there's at least 6 other states that are doing this. Outpatient abortion is available up to 26 weeks. So, miss me with this BS. That's exactly what's going on. There is late-term abortion. And these 7 states are the ones that are doing this. So, without further ado, my friends, let's get on to this. So, it says a lot has to do with the dilation of the mother's cervix, the opening to the uterus. Dr. Chua explains, because when you have a good dilation, a cervix that's either well dilated or just softer and more pliable, then as you bring the fetus down, you get more of it out before decirculation occurs. Dr. Chua states it maybe typically takes 3 or 4 passes of the forceps into the mother's body to remove the fetus. New volunteers, there are some that are like, I need you to make one more pass, to which Dr. Chua clarifies to avoid PBA, the acronym for the federal partial birth abortion law, and exclaims, yeah, I was like getting a little bit too close. Dr. Shannon then explains further, if I'm doing a procedure and I'm seeing that I'm in fear that it's about to come to the umbilicus navel, I might ask for a second set of forceps to hold the body at the cervix and pull off a leg or two so it's not PBA. Delivering a fetus alive past the navel with intent to take any action that will kill the fetus. It is a violation of the federal partial abortion law. Dr. Schumann also states, I have zero experience with deoxin, the chemical sometimes used to kill the fetus before pulling it out of the mother with forceps, and thus comply with the federal partial birth abortion law. When the CMP undercover reporter describes a laboratory unable to harvest stem cells from a fetus that usually deoxin, but because it was all completely dead, nothing, Nugent coughs, laughs, and replies, yeah, raising her eyebrows and nodding. So, yeah, that is what's going on here. This is the disgustingness of Planned Parenthood. Perhaps I should show this to all the pro-abortionist people and kind of show, like, this is kind of the reality that you guys are dealing with. And, of course, we have this here from Lives of TikTok saying, this is insane, which it is. Undercover video shows Planned Parenthood employees admitting to and laughing about the selling of organs and dismembered body parts from aborted babies. They said this wasn't happening. Here's the proof. Planned Parenthood is evil.
Like 6 months or a year ago, you told me about the proposition. And so now every time I do a DNA, I'm like, oh, there's some love.
Yeah, you already know.
I'm like,
Yeah, I have like a leg for you. I'm like, oh shit. If other people were to hear me, they'd be like, you're evil.
This is the reason why when I hear people talk about abortion, I think that their morality is gone. I think they have no morality. I think these people are psychopaths at the very least, and they have a serious problem because they are laughing at, the dismemberment of babies here. Until the U.S. Supreme Court ruling into adoption extension ended Planned Parenthood's abortion practice in Texas on June 24, 2022, saving countless lives. Tram Nugent is the vice president of abortion access and oversaw all abortion practices at Planned Parenthood. So, yeah, these are all the people that already know, kind of going over what's going on. So I'm going to skip this here.
We've been working with them. Missy and I have been talking to them about tissue collection and all this other stuff. Middleman.
okay.
Well,
Yeah.
sorry to put you like that.
I don't mind. You know what? Middleman.
So you'll be seeing.
The director of abortion services at Planned
So
Parenthood
you'll
go
be
for it.
meeting. So you know how you met Paul.
Yes.
Anne is actually the one that's in my clinic 3.5 days out of the week.
Okay, so we'll definitely see each other.
So
I'm
you.
kind of the one who's in charge. Like, Paul is the overall medical director of the entire affiliate, but I kind of run the third floor, the abortion services.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
So if once we get our relationship established, it will actually be
She might
Anne
name a lot.
that you will be seeing more of. You have to come and play with our tissue and see if it's cool enough for you.
I like tissues.
We have a lot of it.
Okay.
See?
Okay, so more for me to
She's-
keep me busy
she's-
because if
so-
I'm not busy, I get in trouble.
So I have 2 providers who go up to 24 weeks, and Anne is one of the providers. And I'm so sorry. Met the other provider that goes up to 24 weeks, which is Anitra Beasley.
Okay,
And
okay.
Anne is the other provider that goes up to 24 weeks as well.
wow,
So
okay.
if
These people lack all sense of morality known possible. They have no morality, as I've been saying before. And these people are selling baby parts and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure abortion is A-okay and it's not completely immoral and your morality is not completely shocked, gone, removed from society. I'm pretty sure it's still there. Obviously, if you guys can't tell, this is sarcasm.
you want more intact ones, she's the one you kind of need to talk to.
You're
look at the way these people are talking. They're talking about dismembering and killing babies as like it's some type of fun hobby. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I think that this is evil in its highest level.
But they need like the liver mostly and the
Right now, we're getting a lot for liver and thymus. Liver is in short demand. Dude, like there's people right now, most of the people, like ABRs, some of our competitors, they're not even selling the tissue. They're like, oh, we'll give you an isolation. And we're like, well, why can't I get it? And they're like, well, because it's in short demand right now. It's more profitable for us to isolate it and sell you the vials rather than give you the entire tissue. And I'm just like, are you serious?
So, essentially, the Planned Parenthood also makes a lot of money, apparently, selling baby body parts. Oh, well, I don't know about you, but last I checked, that's called organ harvesting, and I'm pretty sure, last time I checked, organ harvesting, or body part harvesting, is illegal. Maybe this might tell you a little bit about what organ harvesting is, but I might be insane here, but that's what I think.
Ever since, I think I remember, it was like 6 months or a year ago you told me about the proposition. And so now every time I do a DNA, I'm like, oh, there's some lung.
Yeah, you already know, huh?
Like, I can, like, I'm like, because I'm
we can do this. I'm telling you.
Down. No, I'm excited.
You told me about the proposition. And so now every time I do a DNA, I'm like, oh, there's some lung.
Yeah, you already know, huh?
I was like, where is where's my guy who can play with the tissue?
Yeah, so, by the way, pro-abortionists, they're just cells, right? There are just a bunch of cells. There's nothing wrong here. They're just a bunch of cells. They don't have a heart. They don't have a lung. They don't have anything. They're just a bunch of cells. This automatically completely destroys every pro-abortionist statement out there saying that they're just a bunch of cells. Because, I mean, obviously, the people that do these abortions are showing that they have livers, they have lungs, they have legs. Oh, but last time I checked, cells don't have any of those.
I was like, because they were like trying to sort it, and I was like, I'm like picking up some more. Like, you know, they're like, well, can you show us a sample from today? And I'm like, I was like, is this a really bad day for us? And
I remember you mentioned that there was one that day.
And it was like one bad sample. It was like a 16-year-old kid.
Oh, please go on.
It was like a 16-year-old kid, so we just had to hurry up. Whereas like other days, it's like more intact, where it's like maybe only like an arm that's
I would imagine
disarticulated. Other days, it's like more intact, where it's like maybe only like an arm that's
I would imagine
disarticulated.
I have given you guys most of the story already via with this, so I'll be sending this down below. But this is the reality of Planned Parenthood. And remember, it was also Margaret Sanger saying that she wanted to have a genocide or to eliminate black people. So this is what they were doing to black people. So if you really want to put this in perspective here, these people are evil, the whole Planned Parenthood is evil, and this company should be arrested immediately. Alright guys, that's it for video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.